I went really quiet and you went really loud. And
I thought
that wasn't planned.
I thought I had to overcompensate because you sounded like a bit depressed.
I did, didn't I? And I'm not. I feel fine.
Like you turned it down
I'm sorry.
to go live.
Hello!
No, it's fine.
No,
You
done it
do
again.
you.
It's been a weird week. I've not been to work this week.
Oh,
It's been
brilliant.
great. I've chosen a nice week. It's been sunny most days. It did rain yesterday.
Yeah.
Spent more money on the garden.
Just been showing me your garden.
I've just been showing
Not
you
a
around.
euphemism.
Had a nice tour around my new garden.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Lovely.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't
When it's all bedded in and you're bearing fruit, it'll be
it? I've got green
very
fingers all of a sudden.
rewarding.
Green fingers or green thumbs? Green fingers.
I think it's fingers. I
Thumbs.
think.
Thumbs is something.
Been
Green thumbs.
Finger in a shirt.
Was green thumbs like a cartoon?
Green, possibly.
It sounds like a cartoon. Well, I might be wrong. That's a weird start. How are you?
Good. Yeah, I'm fine.
We've not even said what this is, have we?
Welcome to The Wave, the weekly news and chat show from bottom of the stream.
Back in season. We were out of season last week. We're in season this week.
My name's Nick.
My name's Adam.
And we got some news,
Got some views.
got some other stuff to talk about.
Shit to discuss.
And then come back here on Thursday because it'll be episode 1 of season 7. We will watch our first movie of
Target.
the season. An Indonesian comedy horror. That's it.
Yeah.
I was going to add another word, but I decided.
I don't know if I'd say horror, thriller.
It's a horror. It's a Saw thing.
It's a 12. There's not much of a Saw thing.
It's like a comedy Saw,
Yeah.
I think.
I think so. We'll discuss that more on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your week been?
My week's been pretty good.
Yeah?
Uh,
Been up to much?
working.
Working?
Stay away with work this week.
Nice.
Just living life. I don't think anything too exciting's happened.
No?
No, not that I can think of. Apologies, that's terrible content for this podcast.
Depending on time travel, I'll either have been to London or I'm going to London.
Nice.
So that'll be nice to talk about next week.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to that. I've not been to London for nearly 3 years, which is not like me. I love going to London.
It's not changed. I was there not
I
too
bet it
long
has.
ago.
Probably has a bit.
No.
No?
I don't think they've really changed.
I'm excited. I miss London.
Good. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
You can tell us all about that.
I will tell you all about it next week on The Wave.
What's different this season? Is there anything different?
No.
I think it will be over the next couple of weeks
Yes.
because we've got a couple of
Changes.
new items coming into the wave.
We're scrapping an item. Should we talk about that?
We'll just leave that tease
Okay.
and
We'll leave it.
it'll happen over the next couple of weeks.
We're scrapping an item. Find out soon what we're scrapping and what we're not scrapping. There's a tease. That'll make people come back. We are actually going to have to abandon an item this week, though.
Oh yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Always a fun subject for our listeners.
I've forgotten to watch Kiss Me First.
Oh well.
It's been a long week, and I was going to watch it this morning, and then I just haven't.
Okay.
So I apologise. So we'll have to abandon that for a week.
Fine.
Come
I
back
watched
to
it
next
so.
week. I'll have to do all the heavy lifting next week because you'll have forgotten about it by then.
I've almost done that already.
Oh,
so.
really? It's not really dragging me in. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think my interest has faded in that show somewhat.
Same.
So let's touch back on that next
Touch
week.
back on it.
Yeah.
Let's touch back on that next week.
Is
Sounds
that-
like fun.
Was that sports? I'm not sure.
Sports.
Go sports.
Shall we do some Netflix news?
Yeah, let's talk about the news of the week.
The big news of the week.
Okay.
That's not the right one.
We can start with whichever the hell you want. Just
We'll start with this
go
one.
random. This week has been part of Netflix's Stand Up Festival.
Yes.
We've talked about this a bit over the last few weeks, where we've got all these stand-up comics performing in and around various locations and venues in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And this week, Dave Chappelle did one.
He did.
Unfortunately, didn't go very well because he was attacked on stage.
Yeah, he was just about to finish, I think, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Um,
And a guy rushed the stage, and the guy was armed, man.
was he really?
Yeah, they reckon they found a knife on his person.
Do they have to say that just because of how badly his security beat the crap out of this guy?
Possibly because the guy's arm
Was not
was
right.
bent how arms should not bend.
He looked like a cartoon character.
Yeah.
You know, like when Peter Griffin has
Oh.
those fights with the chicken man.
Floppy arm.
Floppy arm man. Yeah. Is this Will Smith's fault?
Oh, well, I mean, that link has been made by various reporting outlets.
I've never heard of a comedian getting attacked on stage before, and now I've heard of 2.
I mean, funnily enough, and I say that ironically because I don't think it's very funny. Chris Rock was the next person on stage.
Saw that. What a coincidence that is.
And his first line allegedly was that Will Smith?
It's nice that he can joke about it.
Is he just going to dine out on that now forever?
Is. You would though, wouldn't you? You've been attacked, but if I'd been attacked by a Hollywood megastar, I'd dine out on it forever as well. I'd be selling my story to
a man who is 23 has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Wow, okay.
Yes, and then there is a bit of footage circulating where this arm is dangly.
Dangly is a good word. Yeah,
And,
it's not good. Will Smith has not set a good precedent there, has he?
Los Angeles Police Department told NBC that the male suspect had been armed with a replica gun that could eject a knife blade when discharged correctly.
Gun knife?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a scary weapon, isn't it?
It's sure.
You think you're going to get shot and suddenly you've been stabbed.
Yeah.
How did he get that into a venue?
Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle?
Chappelle, yeah. Really tried to make things better, though.
Did he?
Because his first comment was, oh, don't worry, it was a trans person.
Great. Good for Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Talk about dining out on fucking controversy.
What a fucking tit.
Read the room. Jesus Christ.
How did he get a knife gun into a venue?
I don't know.
That's a question that needs asking.
Yeah.
And answering quite rapidly. But, yeah, don't make jokes like that, Dave.
Yeah. I'm sorry you got attacked, but don't make jokes like that.
Yeah, you're a cunt. Next.
The C-bombs are dropped early. Do you like Stranger Things?
I can't remember.
Me neither. Do you know what? This isn't the story, but while we're going there, let's go to this place because it came up in the Discord this week.
Yeah.
I forget which one of our
Sam,
wonderful people asked, are you actually excited for Stranger Things? And it made me think, and I'm kind of thinking, not really, but I don't think I was really excited the last time, but it dragged me in. It drew me in because I was kind of like, I feel like, is this one series too far? But then by the end of the first episode, I'm like, no, this is still really good.
It is a really good show. I don't think I've ever been excited by it, but
I've not got big levels of hype.
No, nor me. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to be like an opening night watcher. Yeah, I know what you mean. It just feels like they've missed the bandwagon on it. It's gone too long.
Well, it's not completely their fault.
No, it's not.
It's been 3 years.
Not at all their fault, but it feels like it could have been sooner than it is, though. I feel like it's been ready for a long time.
Maybe this will help you get hyped because if you live in the UK,
yep, I do,
which I think you do,
then can confirm.
If you go to London,
which I'm doing at the weekend,
you may do at some point, then you can go and visit Stranger Things: The Experience.
Ooh,
we've mentioned before about Netflix doing, I think they've done a Bridgerton one, they've done a money heist experience over in the States. Well, this is one of the first ones coming to the UK. It's described as a groundbreaking in-person live multimedia experience which will feature memorable settings and favourite characters. This event has been developed with the show's creators and is co-produced by Netflix and an experimental events company named Fever. Fans will be co-opted into a new storyline taking place in a parallel universe. They must run the gauntlet of terrors lurking in the dark and unlock their secret powers to help save the town.
Ooh, sounds exciting. A bit like an escape room then.
Kind of. I picture it as being like a bit of a walk-through type thing. Last time I was in London, I remember I told you I went to see a Shrek.
Yes.
And that was that kind of thing. I think this will be something similar. Also, there's a gift shop at the end. So
of course there is.
May the 12th.
Ah, cool. Sounds good.
It opens.
That's soon.
£39 of your English money it will cost you for a 45-minute tour, but unlimited time in the gift shop.
That's expensive. Is it not? Is that not more than a day ticket to Alton Towers?
I don't know. I have no idea. It will also open in New York this month and San Francisco in June.
Oh, right, okay.
Season 4, as we mentioned before, launches on May the 27th.
Cool. I am looking forward to season 4, I think.
Well, there you go. If you want a real life,
maybe
some strange things, feel free, guys. If anyone goes, let us know.
Yeah, let us know what it's like, because £39 seems like a lot of money to me.
It's a couple of months of your Netflix subscription. Isn't it?
Yeah. Next.
A new game has been added to Netflix games.
A new game.
A sci-fi RPG called Relic Hunters Rebels.
Cool. Okay. What's the premise?
It's developed by Rogue Snail, which I think is a great name for a game studio.
That is a great name.
It's a sci-fi RPG with a heavy emphasis on gunplay.
Ooh.
There are 44 different weapons to experiment with. Free to subscribers. We talked last week about Netflix wanting to have 50 games by the end of the year.
Yep, they do.
On Netflix games.
And now they're well on their way.
And this is quite interesting. The CEO of Rogue Snail, Mark Venturelli, said that we had a great time making this. We didn't have to worry about monetization. We knew because of our partnership with Netflix, we could just focus on making a fun game.
That is
without
interesting.
us having to worry about how we pay our bills.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought so.
So does that mean that Netflix are buying these games outright up front before they've
There's
even
enough
been made?
money to do it,
Yeah.
and you not having to worry so much about your microtransactions and all that. Because
that's
here's
quite
a pile of
interesting
cash.
if that is the case. That's how it certainly sounds.
For a sort of smaller
It sounds like they're just going
type studio,
just getting the small studios and going, here's some money, make a game.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
that we own for all time.
Yeah.
Plus, we reserve the right to make TV shows
based
movies.
on it.
I'm sure that's all in the small print. Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. That
is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have to keep our eye on Netflix games. I don't play a lot of mobile games, though. To be
Same.
honest. Next.
Do you like Dead to Me?
Yes. I did like Dead to Me. It was good.
Okay. Well, it is coming back for one more season. For the third and final season later in the year.
Right. I'd forgotten all about it, to be honest. But I did enjoy the first two seasons.
The show's creator, Liz Feldman, has already signed up for her next project with Netflix.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It is going to be called No Good Deed, and she is moving straight onto that once she's finished up with the final season of Dead to Me.
Cool.
You may be surprised to know that the new show, No Good Deed,
is
a dark comedy.
I'm not surprised to know that at all.
It will centre on three families trying to buy the same Spanish villa, which each family believes can improve their lives for the better. However, things don't turn out the way the groups expect. Liz Feldman is executive producing, writing, as is Will Ferrell.
Oh, Will Ferrell's got his fingers in all sorts of pies at the minute, hasn't he?
Yeah. No news on the number of episodes or release date. I presume it will be next year, or casting yet. But okay, Dead to Me has been good. The first two seasons.
It's fun. It's a fun show.
Again, probably just got to tread that line in that final season, hasn't it? Is it one too much or?
Yeah, I feel like I was done with it until I just heard that because I had not thought about it for. It seems like another one that's been a long time since the last season.
Yeah.
Cool. Good for them.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes open for that.
Definitely.
Do you like Elon Musk?
No.
Do you like Jimmy Savile?
No.
Well,
Can't
the
look
team,
at this website. I'm not allowed.
the Netflix team behind the recent Jimmy Savile documentary,
Yeah.
have got a new job.
Okay.
They are making a documentary about Elon Musk,
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting.
and they've left Netflix because they're going to the BBC to make it.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Two controversial figures for different reasons.
I wonder if that's some of the reason why they kind of left the BBC alone in the Jimmy Savile documentary.
Oh, do you reckon? They were like, oh, we've got the next job already lined up.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the BBC's barely
hadn't
mentioned
even
in
thought
that
of that.
documentary.
Yeah.
Just my little conspiracy theory head on there.
Your conspiracy theory. The Elon Musk show will premiere. That's the title so far. Later this year, and explores.
Sounds like it's going to be a chat show.
It's got whiffs of Alan Partridge.
It has.
It premieres later this year and is a documentary exploring the billionaire Tesla boss's journey to becoming the richest man in the world.
Wow.
Still look like a melted candle, though, don't you? So.
This isn't because of Elon Musk, but I closed my personal Twitter account the other day.
Okay.
Because I don't really like Twitter. So I've still got the show one, which I'm logged into.
Sure.
But yeah, I'm not really bothered about my personal one. I never went on it anyway.
Fair dues.
So I just logged out of it. I've not closed it. I've just logged out of it on
Yeah.
the phone. So.
Yeah. I think not having those sort of things on your phone is a real easy way to make your life just a little bit nicer.
Agreed.
A little bit less angry.
I ditched Facebook in June of 2020 and have never been back.
Yeah.
And now I've ditched Twitter.
I have got a Facebook account.
I have got a Facebook
but I
account.
don't. I am not act. I've never. Well, I don't think I've ever really been.
Annoyingly, you
active.
have to have a Facebook account to use the Quest headset.
Oh, really?
VR headset.
Okay.
So that's why I've still got my Facebook account, but I never log in. I've
Yeah.
not even got the app on my phone anymore. So the only social media I've got now is Instagram.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind Instagram.
Ah, good.
I don't think it's as polluted as the rest of them.
Yeah.
There are still some horrible people on there, but you can be a bit more easy with who you follow, can't you?
Yeah.
That's the other side. Next.
We talked a few weeks ago about Netflix cracking down on password sharing.
We did.
Do you want some stats?
Oh, I'd love some stats.
Because-
I'd love a stat.
There has been, over the last couple of weeks since this sort of story broke, there's been a study done by an independent research firm called Digital Eye.
Yeah.
And they have been looking at estimating how many accounts have shared passwords in the UK.
Right.
Do you want to have a guess? Percentage in the UK. How many of Netflix's 14.9 million subscribers?
Admit to sharing passwords.
Yeah.
Um,
Or allow other people.
to access their account.
Yeah.
38%.
Are you not a million miles away?
Really?
27.
I would have thought it'd be more. It is more than that. That's just people who have admitted to it.
Yeah. So the research firm have said that we think the true figure is almost certainly higher.
Yeah.
Their estimates, they say, came from analysing account activity.
Ooh.
However they do that.
How do they do that?
I don't know.
How does an independent do that?
I'm not sure. They say we still believe our results slightly underestimated the actual incidence of password sharing. There are more stats.
Okay.
So account sharing, they believe, is more prevalent among younger users.
Yep, that's
29% of 18 to 24-year-olds, compared with 18% of 45 to 54-year-olds.
Interesting.
Okay, so another interesting one. Of Netflix's biggest 5 European markets, which are the UK, Germany, Spain, France, and Italy, which country shared the most?
Oh.
Or where do you think the UK landed out of those 5?
Which country are the biggest freeloaders?
Yeah.
I think the UK came third and Germany was the most.
The UK was 5th.
Oh, really?
Bottom of that table.
Okay.
The most prolific sharers were the Spanish.
Really? That's interesting.
47% subscribers, according to this study.
47%?
Yeah.
I would imagine that's more like the actual figures for most places.
I mean, look, it's a hot button topic. We already know Netflix have started a trial. I think, where did we say? Chile, Costa Rica, and Peru.
Yeah.
Where you can add a couple more profiles outside your household to your account for a couple of dollars a month. So
I think this story's going away and I don't think anything will come of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just don't feel like... I don't know. I've not got any basis in it. I just don't feel
fine.
like they're... I don't feel like they'll follow through with it. I feel like they're just trying to scare people out of it.
We'll see.
But we'll see.
I mean, once you've let that one out, that horse out of the stable, it's difficult to put it back in.
Exactly.
If,
What's this? This is a Google document.
Oh, this is Netflix's press release of its upcoming kids animation for the rest of the year.
Oh, right. Okay,
we
cool.
did last week, didn't we? We talked about movies that they've got coming over the summer.
Yeah.
And now we've got similar for kids animation. So this is not so much sort of the anime side of things. This is definitely the stuff that's more aimed at younger younger audiences.
Yeah.
New episodes or new series coming for the rest of the year. The Cuphead Show.
Oh, cool. I did watch a few of those. I'd never watched all of them, I don't think.
Daniel Spellbound.
No idea what that is.
Would you like to know?
Yep.
Daniel Spellbound is set in modern day New York. Magic is real, but hidden from the public. Daniel Spellbound knows where to find it. He makes his living tracking hard to find magical objects.
It's really helpful that his name's that, isn't it?
Yes, it is a bit, isn't it? Yeah, season 1 of that arrives this summer. Dead End Paranormal Park.
That doesn't sound like a kid show.
Yeah, it's 7 and older.
Okay.
Apparently. It follows the adventures of Barney, Norma, and magical talking dog Pugsley as they balance their summer job at the local theme park haunted house whilst battling real supernatural forces. Sounds a bit Scooby-Doo.
Does sound a bit Scooby-Doo.
Season 4 of The Dragon Prince is coming soon.
Okay.
Green Eggs and Ham has just arrived. Season 3 of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe comes this summer. Season 5 of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous.
There's an interactive special of that coming.
Yes, also an interactive special of Jurassic Park Camp Cretaceous arrives later.
That's exciting. I like interactive stuff. So do Netflix at the minute.
They sure do. Kung Fu Panda: The Dragon Knight arrives later this year. My Dad the Bounty Hunter is early next year.
Your dad.
My Little Pony: Make Your Mark. There's tons.
There's loads.
Absolutely tons of stuff.
We're really letting the kids have it all, aren't they?
Yeah. I think this is a really lovely press release / Google Doc that has been released. I think potentially to combat some of the headlines from the last few weeks that Netflix is cancelling everything. Because for the last 2 weeks now, we've had this for upcoming big movies, and now we've had one for kids animation. So
Netflix don't cancel everything.
No, they're not cancelling anything more than they've already.
Exactly,
they've
it's just becoming new.
Still bitter about Santa Clarita Diet.
Still, that's been years now. But it's just they're just keeping it fresh, aren't they?
Talking of things that have been cancelled.
Oh, good segue.
Space Force is no more.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this one.
I mean, I'm more surprised that it got a second season.
What we should be surprised about is that the creator of The Office can rekindle his relationship with Steve Carell and fail. That's what the biggest failure of that show is.
I watched the first 2 episodes of this and I can't remember laughing and never went back.
Same. I did exactly the same thing.
And I like a lot of the people who are in this cast.
Same. Including Botscar Award winner John Malkovich.
Yes. Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Not coming
it's
back.
Done. Good.
Talking of The Office, that's pretty much all I've been watching. I've
watched quite a lot now. I've just started season
US
4.
Office.
Yeah, the US Office.
I'm in the final season.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Wow, you're flying through it.
I've been going a lot longer than you.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, I've just started season 4 when he runs over, what's her name? The drunk.
Oh, yeah.
He runs her,
Yeah.
Meredith, he runs her over in the car park.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We do the fun run.
Yeah. That's the one I watched this afternoon.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, cool. Couple more. Have you ever seen The Revenant?
I have seen The Revenant. I went to cinema to see The Revenant.
Do you know it's 7 years old?
Shit, man, really? Wow. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
It is. The Revenant is 7 years old, and its director, Alejandro G. Inarritu.
Yep.
That was the last film he made.
Oh, really? Nothing since?
Until now.
Oh, he's making a new one.
Because his new movie will be released before the end of the year on Netflix.
Oh, right. Excellent.
It's called Bardo, False Chronicle of a Handful of Truths.
Oh, that sounds intriguing.
Netflix have acquired it, and early buzz is that this could be their Oscar hope for next year.
So it's coming end of this year then.
It's a movie set in Mexico City, where it was shot and is described as a nostalgic comedy set against an epic personal journey. It chronicles the story of a renowned Mexican journalist. Journalist and documentary filmmaker who returns home and works through an existential crisis as he grapples with his identity, familial relationships, and the folly of his memories. Sounds pretty deep to me.
It does sound pretty deep. It sounds awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah. Bardo arrives later this year, possibly in cinemas, definitely on Netflix.
If it's coming, it's going to be end of the year. If it's going for Oscars, you're talking November, December time. Sounds good. I like that.
I mean,
The Revenant's a great film.
Do you think you're under pressure if you're like, my last movie was this huge success?
Yeah, absolutely.
And
it's why a lot of directors don't go back after they've won an Oscar.
7 years of build-up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Definitely. It must be so difficult. Especially, you're the film that got Leonardo DiCaprio his Oscar.
Yeah, like when you shag that bear.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't. Do you?
What, shag bears?
But do you like Avatar?
I remember when I saw Avatar for the first time in the IMAX cinema thinking, this is a masterpiece. But just because of how beautiful it looks. And then, as having seen it since, I realised
looks
it
good.
looks good.
Incredibly flimsy.
Yes.
Are these the 4 sequels that no one wants?
Yeah.
By the time the 4th sequel comes out, people are just going to be like, fuck this. Yeah. No. Why?
You're killing the franchise. Avatar's like this memory now, isn't it? And it's like, it's almost got
no one's
like
jazzed to go back to Avatar, are they?
I don't think so. It's not going to make the money that the first one made, is it? Any of these sequels?
Yeah.
I don't know. It does intrigue me. I will watch it, but I don't know. It's just very strange. It seems like it's been so long. Well, it has been so long.
2009.
Yeah.
Well, Avatar 2 has now got a title. The Way of Water.
Okay.
Yeah, it was announced this week.
It's going to be set mostly underwater, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Which will make it pretty.
It's just so James Cameron could go in that little submarine again.
He loves that little submarine.
He does, doesn't he? The official synopsis has also been released. Set more than a decade after the events of the first film, Avatar: The Way of Water begins to tell the story of the Sully family, the trouble that follows them, and the lengths they go to keep each other safe, the battles they fight to stay alive, and the tragedies they endure. Huh.
Have you seen the teaser trailer?
No, not yet.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. It's Avatar. Looks like Avatar.
Yeah. I can't get excited about it.
He's going to push the limits of what cinema can do, according to James Cameron.
Yeah.
Is he, though?
Well, if you're going to see, at least in the States, I don't know about over here, if you're going to see Doctor Strange...
I am going to see Doctor Strange.
In the next few weeks, then you will see the Avatar teaser trailer ahead of that.
Cool, okay. I am going to go and see Doctor Strange next week. Anything else?
The original Avatar is being re-released in US cinemas in September.
Oh, so it can get further away from Endgame.
With restored picture and sound, apparently.
Restored?
Yeah.
That's like 12 years old.
Yeah. Okay, do what you will with Avatar. I don't care.
You're not going to go to the cinema to see it?
I'm not going to go out my way to see it.
I will definitely go and see it, but I won't go out my way to see it.
Okay.
Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched one thing.
Oh.
I've watched one episode of one thing.
Okay.
Today.
Today?
I've watched the first episode of The Pentaveret.
Oh, really? This is Mike Myers' new show?
Yeah. It stars Mike Myers. How many is that?
5.
And that's just The Pentaveret. He's also a couple of other people as well. I think he's at 7 people in this half an hour thing so far.
Nice. How was it?
Like going in a time machine.
Right. Like a 90s TV show.
Good. It's like Austin Powers. Is that sort of... It's dated. It felt dated.
It's brand new and it felt dated.
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't enjoy it, and I thought it was pretty shit.
But
and
you
I
were
didn't think
expecting
the makeup...
it to be shit.
Yeah, it was. But I kind of want to see the next one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's got you intrigued.
Yeah.
That's
no, it hasn't really. I don't know it's not going to make my life any better, but I kind of want to watch the next one.
Did you laugh at any point?
No.
What?
No.
Why do you want to watch the
I
next
don't
one?
know. I can't quite put my finger on it.
I'm not going to watch it.
Okay.
So I'm intrigued to see if you stick with it now.
I don't know if I've got...
How many episodes?
Like 6 or 8. I can't remember.
You've got that much in you for the sake of the show.
I might... Yeah, maybe I'll end up doing like a Pentaveret podcast.
The Pentavacast. The Pentavacast. No?
There's some really...
What's the worst joke in it?
It's lazy. There's loads of stuff at the start about... So Keegan-Michael Key's character gets...
Keegan-Michael Key's in it?
Yeah, he's in everything, isn't he?
I didn't know he was in that.
So he gets brought into the inner sanctum, and there's loads of jokes about, white men kidnapping black men, and it's just
okay.
just it's lazy. Oh, at one point, so in the secret society in the headquarters,
yeah.
So for their security, they've got a Sasquatch, so that just walks around the corridors.
Right.
And Keegan-Michael Key's character says, that's not a Sasquatch, it's just a man in a suit. Because it's clearly just a man in a suit. But it's not, it's a Sasquatch.
Right.
And it cuts away, and you just... those characters walk around the corner, and the Sasquatch just takes a shit in the hallway.
Why?
And then on the loudspeaker, it's like, clean up in corridor 13.
Oh, I would hate this show.
Yeah,
Sounds
you should
horrendous.
watch it.
No. That
And
sounds horrendous.
Do a review on it.
No, I'm all right. It sounds awful. No, I'm not. I'm not watching it.
Anyone else wants to watch the Pentaveret, hit me up.
Okay.
I'll chat with you about
Watch
it.
Go watch along with somebody. Anything else?
I'll let you know when I tap out.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I've just watched The Office.
I've also watched quite a lot of The Office. I did watch a few episodes. I can't remember how many, 5 or 6 episodes of Netflix's new game show.
Okay.
It's called Bullshit, the game show.
Oh, yes, I've heard a bit about this.
With Howie Mandel
Yeah.
hosting. It's all right.
What's the premise
So,
for people who don't know?
It's a 10 question cash builder
Okay.
from $1,000 to $1 million.
Okay.
Top prize is $1 million. However, the twist is that you don't have to get the questions right. You just have to convince one of 3 people that you did get it right.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you've got
So pick your answer and just convince them.
the contestants got a screen in front of them with a
Okay.
question on. They pick an answer. It instantly tells them whether they've got it right or wrong or not.
Yeah.
And then they have to convince the panel of 3 people in front of them that they got it right, and they give a reason why they would know the answer to that.
Okay.
And if one of those 3 people believes them, they move on to the next round, even if they got the question wrong.
Okay.
I've actually read a Reddit post on it with some stats, and apparently it's the easiest game show ever made. There's if you had the balls to keep going, there's a 93% chance of winning.
Oh, really?
According to this guy on Reddit.
Well, that's presumably
it seems impossible to lose.
It's just down to the probability because you only need to get one of the 3.
Yeah.
So the odds are in your favour.
Plus, there's 2 locks.
Okay.
So once you get to a certain amount, you can lock in and you don't go in with any less than that amount.
Right.
And then that happens twice.
At the point of your choosing.
At any point. And you can lock in at any point, and then the second one comes 3 steps after that.
Oh, got ya.
So you can't lock in 2 in a row.
Yeah.
Netflix are quite sneaky with this show.
Right.
Because it's their first ever game show. It's the first game show they've ever done.
Yeah, as in a traditional studio
formatted game show.
Yeah, okay.
It isn't singular episodes. So the same contestant will go over 2 episodes. So if you want to see how this particular person gets on, you have to watch 2.
So that's kind of taking the format from like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, because that did that, didn't it?
It's the same host, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I don't.
Yeah, Howie Mandel used to host it
Right,
in America.
okay.
But, oh no, is he Deal or No Deal? I think he was Deal or No Deal in America,
Okay.
actually. But yeah, so you can't just watch 1 episode. You have to watch 2. But then when you watch the second one, you kind of linked into the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
It's why I've watched so many. I've watched like 6 of them, because you watch to see how one person gets on, and then you have to watch the next person start. Then you want to see how they get on, and it's quite clever how they get you to stick with it. But it's quite good. It's a bit stupid because the people who you're trying to convince always make out like they don't know the answer to the questions.
Yeah,
they're just being convinced whether you're bullshitting or not. But surely they would know the answers as well. You would think so. There's a little bit of leave your brain at the door to it, but
okay.
I think there'll be an English remake, but we'll see. I think
What's in it for them to believe the person?
the most accurate person is the next person to play.
Oh, I see. So they're next up in the hot seat.
Yeah. So
Cool.
if you're if you guess the right amount of time, you're the next person to play.
Makes sense.
So you couldn't just make a deal with somebody at the beginning and say, always tell them I'm telling the truth and I'll
Yeah.
split the money with you, because
Got
they want to have a go as well. Apparently somebody in this season does win the top prize, but I've not got to that point yet.
Cool.
But yeah, it's all
I'm
right.
intrigued
It's
by
quite good. It's quite good. The questions are quite entertaining because they're not easy because you can't have any easy questions on it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're quite good.
Awesome. That sounds all right.
It is all right. I've also watched a Apple TV show this week.
Oh, nice.
I've re-signed up to Apple TV. I've started watching Severance
Yes.
after a recommendation from the Discord.
It's
good.
I'm aware that this show has been doing big things over in the States.
It has.
And
It's been doing really
just
well.
sort of landed over here.
It's got some people talking in our Discord quite a lot, so I thought I'd give it a try. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm about halfway, maybe.
Nice.
It's quite good. It's Adam Scott, who is of this parish.
I like that guy.
Yeah, I do. But it's not a comedy. It's more of a dark thriller. It's quite good. The premise... Do you know the premise?
I just know it's something about an office, isn't it?
It is. So basically, your work life and your personal life are severed in your head.
Yeah.
So when you're at work, you have no concept of the person you are outside of work.
Sure.
And when you're outside of work, you have no concept of the person you are inside of work. So the people who are in work, as far as they're concerned, are always there. They're constant because as soon as they leave, the next thing they know is them coming back again.
Yeah.
So they're like trapped there. And then the people outside are just living this wonderful life of
cool concept.
Never having to go to work. It is a really cool concept. It scares the living shit out of me because the thought of being at work 24/7 is terrifying. I don't like the idea of it at all.
I don't think my brain would last that long.
And they have all gone a little bit crazy with it. And it is all a bit crazy, but it's good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really intrigued to see where it's going. There's loads of like little tidbits. Christopher Walken's in it for a start, which is really
the guy's putting the miles in.
He really is.
He's just a TV actor now. Job in TV actor.
Yeah,
Christopher Walken.
Seems to be. And then the only other thing I've done, I went to cinema on Tuesday night this week. I went to watch an unlimited screening of Father Stu.
I'm not familiar with that.
It is Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson's new film.
Oh God. What a duo.
It's a problematic cast.
Is it a remake of Father Ted?
That'd be awesome with those two.
Yeah. Mark Wahlberg's playing Dougal.
Mel Gibson's Father Jack.
Picture,
to be fair, Mel Gibson's character in this isn't far off Father Jack, so that's not a bad shout. It isn't bad.
Okay.
It isn't great. My problem with it, it's a true story.
Right.
So my problem with it is there's far too much story to tell in a 90-minute film.
Okay.
So it's too quick. It's too pacey. It moves through this guy's life too quick. So do you know? You obviously don't know. You didn't know what the film was. So it's a true story about this guy, boxer. He was a boxer.
Okay.
And he had to quit boxing because he kept getting infections as he was fighting. So he had to quit.
Yeah.
So he decided he was going to become a Hollywood actor. So he moved to Hollywood, falls in love with a religious girl, and ends up becoming a priest.
Right.
And then he gets ALS.
Oh, okay.
So it basically just gets progressively worse.
I know we just talk down about the guy. I'm not sure what Mark Wahlberg's got this role in him.
Mark Wahlberg's all right.
How is it?
Yeah. To be fair, he isn't that bad in it. I feel like he took it because he wanted to go for some awards. And
I'm sure he did.
It ain't getting to that fight. It ain't getting to that level. But it got me reading about the real guy, and it's quite an interesting story how this guy he became this priest, and eventually he got so ill that he had to hire people to move his arms when he was doing mass because he couldn't move his own body.
Yeah.
And then, but Mark Wahlberg plays that quite well, and then Mel Gibson plays his drunk alcoholic dad. It's all right.
Okay.
It's not. It doesn't come out till the end of May, I don't think. But
yeah, I know
it won't do big.
I'm
money.
dragging the guy here, but whenever I hear that Mark Wahlberg's in something, I just kind of feel it's a byline for bang average to bad.
I would normally agree. This isn't a bad film.
That's good.
I would normally agree with that. If I see Mark Wahlberg in there, I always think, I wish it was Donnie.
Yeah,
Donnie Wahlberg's a much better actor than Mark Wahlberg. But this isn't bad. It's all right. It ain't going to make big money, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be. Well, it's the sort of film that Netflix would pick up.
Okay.
And Netflix don't pick up cinema release films. It's that sort of level. But it's all right. Killed an hour and a half on a Tuesday night. I think that's it.
Sometimes that's all you need.
I think that's all I've watched this week.
Good.
How are we doing for time? This is the point where we'd normally do extending the rods, but we can't do that because I haven't watched it. So we'll do that next week. So what do you want to do instead?
Yeah, we'll do that next week. That's fine. I mean, it's a new season. It's a new edition of The Wave. Do you want to do the top 10? We've not done that for a long time.
Can do.
What have the normos at the top of the stream been watching?
The Normos.
Yeah.
Bet you can't guess what's at number 10.
There's a Shrek in the charts.
There's a Shrek in the charts.
There's always a Shrek in the charts.
Shrek, the original Shrek, has now been in the top 10 of Netflix for 7 weeks.
That guy's got some staying power.
That film's 20 years old. It's madness, isn't it?
Well, that royalty check going to Smash Mouth's going to be big this month.
Number 9 in the charts this week is Sonic the Hedgehog.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. The sequel's out. I've not seen that yet. I'll probably have to wait till it comes onto Netflix now. I'm sure it will. Number 8 is The Adam Project. That is still making
staying power again.
Very much so. It's 8th week in the charts. The In-Between is at 7. Any idea what that is?
No.
Not me.
Oh, it's Joey King.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of romance thing.
Cool. Sounds good. Randomly, at number 6, How It Ends is still holding its
Yeah, inexplicably, this Forrest Whitaker film, which had previously been on our long list
for a long time,
is now a month into its top 10 today.
I'd love to know what's happened there. I would love to know what's happened there. The Vault is at number 5. Any idea what that is?
Banking documentary.
No, it looks rubbish. Don't know what it is. It looks rubbish. 365 Days has re-entered the charts.
Mucky film.
A mucky film. Do you like mucky films? Have you ever seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
I feel like that's the sort of thing you would have watched. No? Number 3 is a documentary on Marilyn.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
It just feels like you're something your wife would be into. The Mystery of Marilyn Monroe, the Unheard Tapes, is at number 3. Sure. I'm hearing really good things about this. Apparently it's really interesting.
Yeah, and I think very much starting to lay the groundwork for the biopic that's coming later in the year from Netflix.
Number 2 is Silverton Siege.
Okay.
First week in the charts, 20 million viewing hours this week. Any ideas what that is?
I mean, no, I'm saying so far, so fairly bland title.
Yeah, I'd agree. Do you want me to get a synopsis?
Yeah, I'm not aware of Silverton Siege.
It's a South African film.
Oh, cool.
It says, follows 3 young freedom fighters who seek refuge in a South African bank in Silverton and take the bank and its customers hostage and would only release them in exchange for the release of Nelson Mandela.
Interesting.
It's based on a true story, I think. 6.0 out of 10 on IMDb. So yeah, number 2, that's not bad. 20.28 million viewing hours this week.
Nice.
And number 1, quite predictably, I think, is 365 Days This Day, which is the sequel to 365 Days. Came out this week, and has had 77.9 million viewing hours this week. It's another sex movie.
So, are there going to be 363 more movies?
I think so, yeah.
Because there's going to be like this day,
the next day, the day after 365 days the day after tomorrow would be brilliant. So it's where the world ends.
365 days a week next Tuesday.
It's had 77 million hours in its first week.
Whoa!
That's a lot.
You naughty people.
Quadruple that over 4 weeks. Keep that pace. That's 300 million viewing hours.
Netflix will change their metrics so the porno doesn't end up in the top 10.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. They'll count it different somehow.
Yeah, probably right. You want to do TV shows?
Yeah, why not? Let's have a look.
Number 10, The Creature Cases, Season 1. No idea what that is, do you?
Pass.
Looks like an animated kid show. Bridgerton, Season 1 is at number 9. Back in the charts for the 6th week in a row. The Ultimate Marry or Move On, Season 1.
Oh, The Ultimatum. We mentioned this, yeah.
Ultimatum.
Get Married or Break Up is a reality TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
Number 7, Grace and Frankie, Season 7.
Oh, it's the last batch of episodes
of
Grace, of Netflix's longest running sitcom of all time.
Wow.
So there you go.
Number 6, Conversations with a Killer, the John Wayne Gacy Tapes limited series. Number 6, second week in the charts. Apparently that's really good as well. Number 5, very close to my heart, is Heartstopper Season 1. Second week in the charts, 23.94 million viewing hours.
Nice.
Wonderful TV show. Definitely recommend everybody watches it. Bridgerton Season 2 is at number 4, 6 weeks in the charts. Anatomy of a Scandal, limited series, is at number 3. Selling Sunset Season 5 is at number 2. And Ozark Season 4 is at number 1. I believe the last batch of episodes of that has just come out as well.
Now it's all there, I might watch it.
Ozark. I watched the first season and I never went back for the
Yeah.
second, and I don't really understand. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I just didn't.
Just other things.
So maybe I
bypassed
will
it,
as
guess.
well. Right. I've got a game.
Oh, lovely.
Now, this is an unusual thing that never happens because I don't come up with games very often. But I was inspired by the film that we're going to watch this week.
Lovely.
In this week's film, what is this week? Do you want to talk a bit about what this week's film is? Why I find this game?
Sure. Come back here on Thursday and we are launching our season 7 movie show with a movie called Target. It is an Indonesian comedy horror movie.
Yeah.
What more do you want me to say?
Nothing.
I don't want to give too much away.
No, definitely not. So in this movie, at one point, contestants have to answer riddles.
They do.
So I thought, I'm going to make Nick answer some riddles.
Oh, great.
So
Been a long week.
I've got a few.
Enjoy.
So we'll see how you get on with them. In the game that I'm going to call Riddle Me This.
Lovely.
Just came up with that off the top of my head. Dead good, and I.
Why, can I just say, why are you giving me a game that's like proper going to test my mental fortitude? And my games are like, is it true that a monkey rode a deer?
Well, I don't know.
Fine, okay.
You're more creative than me. I've stolen this off the internet.
That's fine.
So, are you ready for your first riddle?
I'm ready, yes.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring. I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy.
I've forgotten what you said already.
You measure my life in hours, and I serve you by expiring.
Okay.
I'm quick when I'm thin, and slow when I'm fat. The wind is my enemy.
I don't know. I
No?
can't think.
It's a candle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get ya.
You got the vibe
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know what's going on. What is seen in the middle of March and April that can't be seen at the beginning or end of either month?
Can you say it again, please?
What is seen in the middle of March and April that can't be seen at the beginning or end of either month?
An R.
And R is the correct answer. The letter R. Well done. 1-1. You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk. But when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. Why?
Oh, this dead air is great entertainment.
I will cut this dead air out. Don't worry.
Okay. I need thinking time to process it. Please repeat.
You see a boat filled with people. It has not sunk. But when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat. This is a tough one, to be fair.
I feel like I've almost got something, but I can't articulate anything. It's not a real boat.
No, it is a real boat.
Oh, say it again once more, please.
You see a boat filled with people. It has
Okay.
not sunk.
Okay.
But when you look again, you don't see a single person on the boat.
So the people have got off.
No, people
Right.
are still there.
The boat sunk.
No, the boat has not sunk.
I don't know.
All the people on the boat are married. There is not a single person on the
Oh,
boat.
right.
Well, 2 more. What word in the English language does the following? The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great, while the entire word signifies a great woman. What is the word? I've missed a word. It signifies a great man, while the entire word signifies a great woman.
Okay, once more, please.
What word in the English language does the following? The first 2 letters signify a male. The first 3 letters signify a female. The first 4 letters signify a great man, while the entire word signifies a great woman. What is the word?
Does it start with M?
No.
I don't know. I can't think.
The word is heroin.
Oh.
H-E, H-E-R, H-E-O, H-E-R-O.
I felt like I needed a pen to write some bits down for that one. Come on, let's try and get some respectability back.
Okay. A girl has as many brothers as sisters, but each brother has only half as many brothers as sisters. How many brothers and sisters are there in the family?
Once more, please.
A girl has as many brothers as sisters, but each brother has only half as many brothers as sisters. How many brothers and sisters are there in the family?
I can't do maths. I need a pen and paper to make some calculations. I can't do it in my head.
No?
No.
You've got a piece of paper there if you want to write it down. The correct answer is 4 sisters and 3 brothers.
Right, okay.
It's a trick question. Apparently, if you try to figure out the answer, the key is to keep it simple. Be sure to count the sisters and brothers in total, and in terms of their own number of siblings, then the answers get a little easier. Even the explanation confuses me. Last one. What disappears as soon as you say its name?
A thought? I don't know.
Silence.
Silence.
Congratulations. You didn't do very well.
I wasn't expecting to do very. I'm happy I got one. To be honest, I would take it.
It's much better. All of those were much better than the riddle in Target.
Do you know what? We'll talk about this on Thursday, so do come back and listen. The riddle in this movie, I had to go away for 10 minutes.
I googled it
and
I still
find
don't
out
get
what was going on.
Same.
I think
understand.
we know what's going on,
Yeah, I think you're right.
but I don't think it translated very well.
I think that's the issue. I think there was a translation issue there.
But if that's not a tease, I don't know what is.
So yeah, I think we were all waved out. We were going to do a short wave. We've not done a short wave, but hey ho. I'll find time to edit it at some point.
It's all gravy.
It's all gravy. So shall we go off now and do episode 1 of season 7?
Let's go talk about Target.
Come back here on Thursday to hear us talk about Target.
Cheers.
Bye.